Hi everyone, I am on here to show you guys how to make lavender lemonade. I just realized I just searched through the whole house to try to find my my stick, my tripod that allows me to show you guys stuff so much better, but it disappeared before our trip. And so I haven't been able to find it yet, and so it's going to be a little tricky. Hey Sally! So it's going to be a little tricky making this, but I have my little helper here, so hopefully it'll go smoothly. So we're here in the kitchen, and we are going to add the last few ingredients. I've already done the bulk of the lemons, and so there's about 2 cups of lemon juice in here, but I wanted to show you a little trick whenever you are preparing a lemon to make lemonade, or anytime you're juicing citrus fruit. If you take the citrus fruit and you actually roll it and push down on a cutting board or a hard surface, and even like I've got the nub of it here and the other end, roll it in that direction too. Don't just do the middle, okay? So when you do that, it's kind of like you're pre-squeezing it, but you can give it a little more oomph. I mean, don't break the fruit, you know? And exactly. Next, we're gonna cut it. That's right, Ari. You're a good little helper. All right, so next we're gonna just take it, and I just have a simple little juicer here. Now I know there's a lot of fancier juicers out there, and those are all well and good, but I just used what I had. I haven't gone into the whole fancy thing. So hey T, there's Ari still peeking in and saying hi. All right, so yes, and she's currently obsessed with arm fat, so I'm not sure if you have any arm fat. But even if they don't have any arm fat, I still tell them I'm going to get their arm fat too. But she's like completely obsessed with it right now, and it's pretty hilarious. So I'm just tapping out any more of the goodies here, and we're just going to dump that and add that to the rest of our lemonade here, okay? So I have my mixing bowl. Let me tilt you guys just a little bit there. All right, so I have a mixing bowl, and the reason I actually wanted to do this in this specific glass bowl is that I'm going to make the lemonade in here concentrated, and I'm not going to add it to my big pitcher until it's closer to the party. So the first thing we're going to add is our agave. Now, if you don't have agave syrup, you can also do honey, okay? Both of them work very well. Honey and agave are equal parts, so it's just 1-to-1 transfer. So again, I've got about a little more than 2 cups of juices here. So we're gonna put about a cup of agave, maybe 1.5 cups of agave sweetener in there, okay? This is actually organic blue agave that I got from Aldi for like $2 something. So it's very affordable and really, really fun to use. So Daddy is saying, hi, Espy. Daddy said hi. He's watching you.
Oh, hi.
So I will say this. I'm loving how much smoother agave syrup is in comparison to honey. When I did honey, it was like slow moving, and it's probably going to take a lot more work to dissolve it. And so I'm just kind of doing like negative math where you just kind of subtract. So I can see that I went from a little over 2 cups, and I only got to a little under 3 cups. So I know I don't quite have a whole cup of agave in there.
Mix?
Huh?
Mix.
Let's get a bigger spoon and make sure it's metal. You did a good job though. So the reason why we're using a glass bowl and metal is because we are working with citrus, and we're also working with essential oils. And when you work with citrus, and especially citrus essential oils, then you're going to actually potentially break down the phytochemicals because of how concentrated pure essential oils are. I understand that there's more, but Mommy doesn't want to use it all. Here, I'll use all this one. So, like I said, I've got roughly 1.5 cups of agave syrup in here, okay? We can always taste it, and I love how thin the agave syrup is, so that's going to actually be really helpful. Peanut, do you have my spoon? Perfect. You want to stir? All right, so you guys should be able to see the 2 layers of the syrup as well as the juices, and so we're going to give it some nice good stirs. Keep your hair out, honey. We're going to give it some nice good...
together.
Exactly, so it mixes together. One of the neat things that I actually didn't know about this, so like if you actually were to use granulated sugar, if you were to actually use granulated sugar, it'll actually break down because citrus will actually break down granulated sugar. So I thought that was kind of neat. All right, how are we doing, Peanut? Is it diluted?
Good.
All right, can you tell? Is it mixed up? Espy's actually a pro at making this lemonade. She's done this before.
It's mixed up.
It's mixed up. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our essential oils. This is a very simple recipe, but this is how you get that lavender lemonade. Now, I will say this, don't use any essential oil that you have in your house. Make sure it is a brand that is labeled and designated for internal use, okay? Young Living makes a lemon, lavender, and lime essential oils that are all labeled. It says for internal use, okay? So this is actually designed to be used as a digestive oil. And honestly, if your lemon oil says on the bottle, don't use it internally, you really shouldn't be using it. It's a lemon. What are they doing to that lemon? Poor little lemon. Okay, anyway, I digress.
Lemon.
We are going to put 10 drops of lemon in. Here you go.
Okay, I got one.
You found the lime. You're so smart, Ari. This child can't read and she already found the lime. So again, Lime Vitality and Lime Essential Oil. So Young Living sells 2 bottles. They're the exact same oil, just labeled differently for the bigger bottle. Did you do 10? You are a good girl. All right. Oh.
Got the other one.
I think it's 10 lime also.
Mommy, I got the other one.
Let's do 7 just in case I'm wrong.
Mommy, I
can't remember.
got the other one.
Yes, okay. That we don't need that one though. Okay, thank you. She's so funny. Here, can you put this one back? That would be so helpful. Are you paying attention to your drops?
Yeah.
Okay. Another little trick about our essential oil bottles too. If you look at them, there's like a really great big hole in the middle. That's actually the air valve. So air is coming in that way. And then right outside that center air valve is a very, very thin ring. In that thin ring, there's a pinhole. You're interrupting. There's a pinhole. And that pinhole is where the oil is going to come out, okay? So I can see that it's on the bottom. Now, I'm going to do the lavender because you do not want to put too much lavender in your lemonade, okay? We're going to put exactly 2 drops in this recipe. You ready? 1, 2. And then I'm hiding my bottle. I pulled it away right away. I have accidentally put 1 drop of, well, not accidentally. I was trying to make a lavender drink, and I thought, oh, I'll stick a drop of lavender in there. I was eating the whole bush. It was bad. So I'm just saying to everybody now, make sure that it's like, if you're going to do this for like a cup, you can stir, baby. If you're going to do this for like a cup of coffee, like sometimes we'll make lavender coffee, which is really fun. Just take a toothpick and just get that tip of the toothpick in the oil. Then swirl your toothpick in your coffee. It's perfect, okay? Don't ever put a whole drop. You will regret it. But if you want to make like a lavender creamer, and then you take like maybe 2 cups of creamer and then put 1 drop of lavender in that, swirl it, maybe add a little bit of cocoa so it's got that chocolatey texture. Mix that all up. You're going to now have a lavender mocha drink, but it's not going to taste like you're eating a bush. It's just going to be a chocolate drink with a hint of lavender. Yes, dear.
And a little bit of marshmallows.
I'm starting to see.
And I started this one.
Yeah, you want to tell everybody about putting marshmallows in it?
And putting marshmallows in it.
Yeah, you like to put marshmallows in there?
And hot chocolate too.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
That's my top.
All right. So, Peanut, we're all done stirring. Do you know what's left to do?
What?
The very last thing we're going to do is taste it. So why don't you girls go ahead and put some ice in a cup. Let's see here.
A
glass.
Cup.
Where'd my little tiny glass go? I have a mason jar that I usually use for tasting. Here. Oh, don't drop the glasses. Here you go. Go put some ice in there. So the very last thing you want to do is just kind of get your taste testing. And let me show you what we have going on when you're doing this. It's okay, honey. It's just ice. All right, so this is our pitcher that we're going to use for our cookout tonight. And what I will do is I'm actually going to fill it up with ice first, about a third of the way full, okay? Once I have the ice in there, I'm going to go ahead and pour some water in and get the water so that the water level is about to here. Then I'm going to pour in my mixture. Nope, that's not how we're going to do it. Then I'm going to pour in my mixture, my stuff that I've got going in here, and I'll use a little bit of water and rinse out the bowl and pour it in. And once I've got all of it in here really, really well, then I can stir it and give it a taste test from there and see that I have the right concentration, okay? All right, you ready to taste this? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just give it a really good stir so I know that I've got it all really emulsified well. And we're just going to put a little bit on top of the ice and add a little bit of water to it. give it a swish.
And then try it.
And then try it. That's right. You're so smart. How's it taste?
That's great.
That's actually really good. So, I mean, you guys, I don't know if you saw, it was barely a teaspoon, okay? So it's just a teaspoon of the syrup, that the recipe that's in here, and then just a splash of water, like a tablespoon of water. That ratio is actually really, really good. So I currently have a little under 4 cups in here. So it'll be easy to add about 10 to 16 cups of water to this. But again, you don't want to just do that because you're going to add ice to it. So you want to kind of bring that number of water down to make sure your ice and everything like that's going to keep everything yummy. So anyhow, please don't put that in your mouth. We have to anticipate what they're going to do. I hope this helps. I will comment and post the recipe for how to make this down below. But again, you kind of want to keep it organic and fluid and adjustable, because you can never measure how many lemons are going, how much of the lemons that you buy from the store are going to produce. And then every once in a while you get a bad lemon and you can't do anything with it, and that brings your juice level down. So just kind of knowing your flavor profile and what you're looking for, then you can tweak your recipe, okay? So I'll post the recipe.
This one.
Thank you, honey. And those are your guidelines for how to make it. But just remember, this isn't baking. This is cooking. And so you're going to be able to modify things. If you make your own lavender lemonade and love it, or don't like it, please let me know. I want to hear, and if you changed your recipe.
Excuse me, I saw the little hole.
Great, honey. Or added anything to it, then I would love to hear it. Already found the little tiny hole where the oil comes out. Another variation I've heard of this recipe too is you can actually add pineapple juice. So all yummy things.
Mommy, can I put this one in there?
Well, we're actually all done making it with the oils and everything. Can you say bye to everyone?
Bye bye. Bye bye.
All right. From us Warder ladies, we will see you later.